So in this module we'll discuss about Indian education sector, some basic information about how this sector is divided, what are the market sizes, and how this entire education system is governed. So to start with, we'll first try to figure out what is the structure in which this Indian education system operates. So as you can see, Indian education system is divided into two categories. One is this formal education system and one is this informal education system. So formal education system, as the name suggests, it's very regulated. It's regulated by government rules and regulations. So formal education system comprises of K-12 schools, like all the government and private schools, all the play schools, all the class 1 to class 12 schools, may it be government or private schools, come into formal education system because they are governed by some education bodies, they are governed by some regulations. After schools, all the colleges, may it be engineering colleges, medical colleges, all simple graduation colleges, all universities and other professional courses like etc. are part of formal education system. In informal education system, it's not regulated. It's not regulated by any government rules and regulations. Informal education system comprises of these coaching institutes and tuitions. This trend has been noticed from the past 10 to 15 years. This informal education system has become a giant. So the reason behind this, the growth of informal education system, is the failure of formal education system. If school, colleges, universities start to deliver value, then we don't need coaching institutes or tuition sectors. But in last 10 to 15 years, we have noticed this informal education system has taken a leap, and it has grown far more than formal education system. So talking about informal education system, apart from coaching institute, it comprises of vocational training institutes and also supplementary books. Supplementary books are the books which are required by students apart from the normal curriculum books which they follow. So one aspect which you can see which is now increasingly becoming part of both formal as well as informal education system is e-learning. So e-learning in short is electronic learning or technology led learning. So we'll discuss about e-learning in our later training modules, but to start with, I'll say in formal education system as well as informal education system, this technology learning, this technology led revolution, this technology led learning has now for the past 4-5 years started playing a very significant role. So now let's talk about some statistics. So the idea behind discussing these statistics is to understand what is this market size, how big is our Indian education market. So as the first statistics say, there are over 14,64,744 schools in India. So according to Human Resource Development HRD Ministry website, updated as on 30th September 2010, this number is close to 14.5 lakh schools in India, both public as well as private. So this number is combination of both private and government schools. So we are sitting on 2014 as of now. So this number should be close to 16 lakhs as on 2014. So the second statistics say there are close to 24 crore students enrolled in these schools. So we are talking about 24 crore students. It's like 23 crore 76 lakh 39,240 students which are enrolled in schools. So that's a massive population which is under class 1 to class 12 section. So we'll start now. We'll talk about some trends in education, the trends which we have been noticing for the past 15-20 years. So let's discuss these trends one by one. The first trend says education is one of the important sector in India. It has achieved robust growth in the near past and trend shall continue. So education is the most far-fetched, most growth oriented sector in India. So we have seen we have gone through 2 recessions in past 15 years, but education and health are supposed to be anti-recession industry. So this industry keeps on growing because number of students are growing, number of courses are growing, fees of schools, fees of coaching institutes are going. Secondly, the second trend says rising awareness about education has been observed in recent years. So if I talk about few years back, so it was supposed that the awareness about education and its importance was basically confined to urban centers like big cities. But now, as we have been seeing, this awareness has been spread in across all geography in India. Even in rural sectors also, people are very aware about educating their students. Third trend says government schemes like Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan and Right to Education have been fairly successful. So government has been successfully able to achieve what they desired in this Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. So it's been a great success. Fourth trend says gross enrollment rates have increased and dropout rates are falling. Our literacy rate is increasing. Number of students who get enrolled in our school system has been increasing. And the second is dropout rates are falling. Few years back, it has been noticed a significant percentage of students who have been enrolled in schools have a tendency to drop out maybe after class 5th, maybe after class 6. So, but now this dropout rates has been significantly falling, which is very good for our education system. And the last point says education is the third largest expenditure group for the Indian middle class. So it has been observed that Indian middle class family almost spends 35 to 40% of their monthly income in educating their child. So it's a very big market. It's a very big spend which families are doing for their education. So it's a very serious and very focused area of our middle class families. So talking about some other trends, Indian parents are very passionate about education. I don't think you can figure out any parent who doesn't want to educate his child. Everyone wants to educate their child in the best possible way. So everyone wants their child should get into IIT. Everyone wants their child should perform in board examinations. So they're spending quite a few amount on the education of their child. Another trend said with the advancement in technology, modern learning methods, particularly e-learning, have emerged. So we have seen with the rapid increase of technology which is playing a major role in education, from last 10 years you can see major private schools have turned into this technology led education. They've converted their schools into smart schools. So e-learning is the future. Everyone is trying to associate with this technology and everyone is trying to see what technology can play a significant role in shaping up the academic curve of the student. Another trend says e-learning is becoming more effective and accessible with time. So with the invent of e-learning, with the proper penetration of internet in India, e-learning is bound to increase. Cost of formal traditional education is increasing rapidly. Inflation in the fee of schools and tuitions is significantly high. So another factor which leads to the increase in e-learning is the cost of formal education. So as you must have noticed in past 5 to 10 years, the cost of formal education like school fees to engineering colleges, medical colleges have increased many folds. Even coaching institutes, tuition centers have started charging a handsome fees for educating the students. Cost of e-learning will either remain constant or will come down. So the good thing about e-learning is the cost will either remain constant or come down with volumes. So market size in India, talking about the total market size, 44 crore of Indian population is between the age of 3 to 24. So this is the population which we are targeting through our different products. May it be K-12 product, the products we'll be discussing in our later training modules. So this is the population. This is the number which we are trying to cater to. This is the population which is our target audience, 44 crore. So even if we get 0.11% of this population, so it's a huge number. So, and secondly, talking about in terms of some rupees, close to 66,000 crore, 65,869 crore rupees is our union education budget for 2013 and 14. So you can imagine what kind of money is being spent on Indian education system.